Hello and welcome to this talk on research at the UAL Creative Computing Institute. My name is Professor Mick Grierson and I'm here to tell you about the sorts of work our PhD students do, the sorts of work that we do, and the kinds of supervisors you might get to work with if you apply to do a PhD with us. So what's the CCI? Well, the CCI is a new institute focused on computer science, the creative industries and the arts. And what we want to do is we want to ensure future technologies are shaped by creative thought as much as possible. And that includes in art practice. We have three main themes to do that: creativity, machine learning and AI, human-computer interaction and platforms, and big data and digital citizenship. So what does that actually mean? Well, last year I worked with Rob Del Naya to make an exhibition as part of the AI More Than Human exhibit that went across the museums and galleries and is still touring for 5 years. And this was a celebration of Massive Attack's album Mezzanine, which we built an AI for, which used entirely cutting-edge technology. And this AI is constantly remixing that album to people who are visiting the exhibition. In addition, we recently worked with Arca to produce an AI system that allowed her to create a soundtrack for the lobby of the Museum of Modern Art. And this is part of a large installation with sculptural technology components. And it's really something else. It's quite an interesting piece. This is all part of a project which CCI are undertaking in collaboration with Google, Goldsmiths, Durham, Sussex, funded by the Arts and Humanities Research Council. It's a £1 million project to change the way that people make sound, music and the visual arts. Mimic is a platform which we also use in our teaching and that lots of our researchers use because it allows you to program and create computer graphics, interactive systems right there in the platform, and you can hack away and make changes as you're developing your research. You can also learn to program, and we have lots of different ways for helping you do that. Some of these tools that are in the Mimic platform are based on earlier research we've done, including the Rapid Mix Toolkit, which is a toolkit for making it easier for people to learn how to use machine learning. We've got a lot of PhD students here at the moment who are interested in machine learning and also physical computing. One of them is Jen Sykes, who is actually based in Glasgow and is a teacher at Glasgow School of Art, a lecturer in physical computing there. Another of our PhD students at CCI is Angus Maine, who is a lecturer at the Royal College of Art, who is working with Google on a National Productivity Investment Fund project to explore how AI can influence design. Further to that, we have another PhD student called Walt Terry, who is focusing on how to understand the kinds of narratives people might be interested in reading. And that's another NPIF-funded scholarship where he's working specifically with Unbound, who are a company that uses crowdfunding to finance entirely new and innovative forms of narrative fiction. Another of our students is Memo Acton, who is well known in the field of creative AI. Memo is known for producing a number of works, including these sorts of works which use creative AI to change how you can interact with artificial intelligence systems. And what you can see here is Memo is in real time controlling an AI system by using these different bits of rubbish that he's found around his flat. And so as the video goes on, you can see that he changes his AI model and he's able to sculpt with fire by moving around objects. And there's another interesting part later on where he creates clouds and also flowers. And you can see here that his hand is being used to generate this floral shape and texture. Other students that we have include Terence Broad, who uses AI to create a series of still image and video works. His most recent series of works include Teratome, which is inspired by the most recent progress in artificial intelligence, particularly face generation. And it takes face generating models, which have cost millions of pounds to create, and uses them and actually bends them and distorts them to create unrealistic faces. Well, I would say they're realistic faces, but not of humans that you may have seen. Another of our students is Hadi, Hadi has created a glove which turns sign language into speech. And this is a physical computing project with an onboard computer and machine learning to track hand gestures. Another of our students has produced interactive, immersive, real-time, machine learning driven installations. So these are multi-screen installation works which are designed to be immersive. So large audiences can enjoy multi-screen works with up to 6 screens at once with systems that are controlled by machine learning in real time. So who can supervise you? We have a number of supervisors, including myself, and I think my background is reasonably well known in creative AI. Also, in AI, machine learning and human-computer interaction, we have Rebecca Fiebrink. And Rebecca is excellent and has lots of supervision expertise, particularly in areas of HCI and machine learning. She also authored the Wekinator, which is one of the most popular pieces of software for artists using machine learning. In addition, we have Dr. Vali Laliotti, who runs the Innovation Consultancy and is an RCA researcher and academic. She's also our program director. Vali's very interested in XR, AR and VR with a strong track record working including with people such as RCA and MPhil on AR applications for the arts. In addition, we have a new member of staff, Anna Troisi, who's very focused on arts practice, including a project which incorporates artworks and the sounds of Kenyan communities to create an oral archive of their experiences in their day-to-day lives. So they're the kinds of people you can work with if you come and study at CCI. The sorts of skills that we're looking for is a mixture of design and creativity experience, but also, and very importantly, a willingness to engage. A willingness to engage with programming, a willingness to engage with technology, and a willingness to be part of a community which isn't frightened of technology, but wants to rule it and command it and take ownership of it for the creative arts and industries. And that's all I've got to say. If you're interested in studying with us, please field any questions and they'll be forwarded to us, or send me an email and you can find my contact information on the UAL website. I look forward to hearing from you.